So here's something that might surprise even the biggest Marvel fans. Robert Downey Jr. is officially back in the MCU, but not as Iron Man. He is returning as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday, and that alone is a massive shakeup for the franchise. But according to recent rumors, Doom was not the only role Marvel briefly considered for him. In fact, there is growing chatter that Downey almost played another character entirely, one that is deeply tied to the multiverse, Kang the Conqueror, and the future of the Avengers. That character is Iron Lad. Now, if the name Iron Lad makes you think of a teenage Iron Man, you are not alone. But that assumption could not be further from the truth. Iron Lad is actually Nathaniel Richards, a younger version of Kang the Conqueror. In Marvel Comics, he is not a sidekick or a joke character. He is one of the most tragic figures in Marvel's multiversal history. Here is how it works. Nathaniel Richards grows up in a peaceful future. He is brilliant, curious, and completely unaware of the monster he is destined to become. One day, his future self, Kang, travels back in time to save him after a violent attack. But instead of offering comfort, Kang tells Nathaniel the truth. He explains that Nathaniel will one day become a ruthless tyrant who conquers timelines and destroys worlds. Understandably, Nathaniel refuses to accept that fate. He steals Kang's technology, including a suit of advanced armor and a time travel device, and escapes to the present day. That moment is when Iron Lad is born, not as a hero chasing glory, but as a terrified young man running from his own destiny. This is where Iron Lad becomes incredibly important to Marvel lore. When he arrives in the present, he tries to find the Avengers, hoping they can protect him from Kang. Instead, he finds their headquarters abandoned. The team is gone. The world has moved on. Desperate, Nathaniel attempts to reach Tony Stark. When that fails, he breaks into Stark Industries and discovers remnants of Vision systems. Inside that data, he finds a protocol designed to locate the next generation of heroes. That decision leads directly to the formation of the Young Avengers. Iron Lad recruits Patriot, Hulkling, Billy Kaplan, Kate Bishop, and Cassie Lang. But even as he builds a new team, Kang eventually catches up to him. Their confrontation ends in a devastating paradox that forces Nathaniel to return to his timeline and accept his fate. So where does Robert Downey Jr. fit into all of this? According to rumors, Marvel once explored the idea of Downey playing Iron Lad in some form. Not necessarily as a teenager, but possibly as an older or alternate timeline version of Nathaniel Richards. That approach would have allowed Marvel to connect Iron Lad's story to the emotional legacy of Iron Man without actually bringing Tony Stark back. It would also have created a powerful parallel. A genius trying to escape a future he fears, trapped between responsibility and rebellion, facing the consequences of his own brilliance. Sound familiar? However, plans changed. Marvel's original multiverse arc relied heavily on Kang as the central threat. As that direction shifted, so did the need for Iron Lad. Without Kang as the long-term villain, Iron Lad's entire purpose becomes harder to justify. That is likely why the idea was dropped. Instead of spreading Robert Downey Jr. across multiple roles, Marvel appears to have chosen a clean break. Doctor Doom offers a fresh identity, a new menace, and a way to bring Downey back without reopening Iron Man's ending. Still, the Iron Lad rumor is fascinating because it shows just how close Marvel came to telling a very different story. One focused less on conquest and more on destiny, fear, and the cost of trying to rewrite the future. Iron Lad may not be part of Avengers Doomsday anymore, but his absence raises an interesting question. Did Marvel abandon one of its most emotionally rich characters too soon? Or is this simply a story being saved for later? Iron Lad remains one of Marvel's most complex characters, and his near miss with the MCU opens up a lot of what-if scenarios. Would Robert Downey Jr. have worked in that role, or is Doctor Doom the better choice for his return? Let us know your thoughts, and follow for more Marvel deep dives and behind-the-scenes stories.